You know what stopped me in my tracks the other day? Realizing that my almost 11-year-old understands boundaries better than most adults. And not in a rehearsed way, not in a my mom taught me this way, but in a felt, embodied, wise beyond her years way. So let me tell you how this happened. We were in the car. I was just dropping her off to school. Nothing special, just one of those quiet in between moments. And in my mind, I was spinning, thinking about my YouTube channel, the topics I want to talk about, maybe, thinking about parents, thinking about what actually helps in real life. And I had this urge to ask her something. She was sitting in the back seat, and I remember having this moment inside myself, not doubt exactly, but this soft hesitation mixed with curiosity. Like, she's 10 years old, she's not a parent. Is this a silly question? But if you know me, I listen to my intuition, my inner nudge, even when it doesn't make sense logically. So I asked her anyways. I said, hey, if you were telling parents something important, what do you think they really need to hear? She didn't take, she didn't even take 1 second to answer this. And she said, parents shouldn't say yes to everything, but they also shouldn't say no to everything either. And of course, I'm like, tell me more, please. Elaborate, please. And then she added, Mom, when parents always say yes, kids don't really learn. And when parents always say no, kids get frustrated and stop listening. And I just sat there like, oh my gosh. Because she wasn't talking like a child. She was talking like someone who understands how fairness feels. And then I got even more curious. So, and I really wanted to understand her perspective in a much more deeper, clear way. So I asked her if she could give me an example of something that we do in our family that feels fair to. And she said, with the apps, she shared that you don't let us download everything we want, but we know we can choose one small app every month, so it feels fair. So just to tell you, we have a rule that every month they get to purchase one app. We have a set amount and nothing rest of the month, right? So that's what she was referring to. And you know what she was really saying, without even realizing it, to be honest, was this: boundaries work when they're predictable, not emotional. Not yes because I feel guilty, and not no because I'm overwhelmed, but clear, grounded, consistent. Psh. And and parents, this is the part I really want you to hear. Her perspective helped me see something so important. Working with parents all the time and talking with parents all the time, I do see that some parents say no, no, no all the time because that's what they grew up with. That's what they were exemplified with. That's what feels safe. For me, I think I was a no, 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 no person, and I still have to watch myself because it's my pattern that I'm still working on. But no, no, no could be because you want to control. And when you are in control, when you control situations, you feel safe. And then there are some parents who say yes, 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 yes to everything because maybe they're afraid of tantrums or rejection or being disliked by their child or because no one ever said yes to them as a child. But from a child's nervous system, neither extreme feels safe. What kids are actually craving is fairness, clarity, and trust. So instead of guessing or overthinking or assuming, let's ask our kids. Simple question. Here is a simple question you can ask your child, even a young one. What helps things feel fair for you? That's it. Ask at dinner time or in the car or before bedtime, and then just listen. You're not fixing, you're not changing it. You're just listening for their perspective. And I promise you, you're going to be so surprised by how wise your child actually is. And here's the part that really touched me. I started this work when my kids were very little, and now watching almost 11-year-olds speak with this kind of clarity, it's not about me, it's about what happens when emotional intelligence is modeled, not forced. This is how change moves through generations, quietly, gently, naturally. And the beautiful truth is you can start this work anytime when your child is 2 or 10 or 20 or even 40. It's never too late. If this video resonated, feel free to like, share, subscribe. It really helps this message reach more parents who really needs to hear this today. And if this made you pause, if this felt familiar, if something inside you softened, you're not doing it wrong. You're becoming more aware. And that's where everything changes. Awareness is the first step. If you want support in learning how to listen, set boundaries without guilt, and raise emotional intelligence kids without losing yourself, that's the work I do inside Alive and inside the Authentically Parenting community. You're welcome to join us whenever you're ready.